Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment here on the Bodybuilding News Network. I'm your host, as always, Josh Sanch. Thanks for stopping by and checking out another installment of Two Bros One Pod with our ridiculously good-looking co-host, Marx Max Muscle. Ooh, bing bang
Best
bang.
looking person in this room.
There you go.
I'm all alone.
I usually say that myself. I'm like, I'm the best looking person
Kareth.
here.
He's better looking than me.
Kareth's a pretty good looking fella. Shout out to Kareth. What, 12, 13 weeks out, New York Pro?
Haven't even started
Yep, it's
counting
creeping
down.
up slowly.
Yeah. Well, the
So
Arnold, so close,
yeah,
so very,
9 weeks.
but it
Yeah,
isn't. It isn't that close, really. Is it 8
9 weeks is
now?
pretty. No, it's. I think we're just at 9. I saw people saying 9.5 a couple days ago, so
Excuse me.
I'm just gonna say 9. I should probably put a calendar up right here with a big X.
I got a calendar for my workouts.
Oh, there you go. Keep track of when you did what.
Yeah.
That's
Make
smart.
sure I do my calves. Make sure I do my
Mm.
abs. When it comes to quads and stuff like that, I can feel it if they're sore, but I make sure I do them at least once a week.
Oh, abs
And
is so. I always forget
yeah, I
abs.
gotta do my abs.
I need to do like a Phil Heath, right? He always did calves and abs. No, Kai Green. Kai did
Yeah.
calves and abs in the
That's my thing,
front.
calves and abs. I do it at the end.
Oh,
It's a workout that you don't need full intensity.
yep.
Trust me, if I worked out my calves even more, they'd probably be bigger. But I have very small
Oh,
calves genetically, highly inserted, I think, which are good
yep.
for sprinting,
Mm,
running calves. I always say Ian Valier has runner's calves. People thought I was joking or being funny.
yep.
No, what is he doing now? He's sprinting. And I said, I told you
Yeah,
his calves, because you get a quick twitch muscle. It's highly inserted. It's like
yeah.
a so they're good for something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, athletes don't have any use for those big low calves.
No. What are the low ones for?
They're showing off at parties and stuff.
Yeah. Like I've got these big ham hocks hanging from my calves, and it's like
Isn't it fun to show them off?
it is there. Yeah.
They're great for long distance walking, I could imagine.
Oh,
Carry, carrying weight.
yeah. I'm pretty good at well, I mean, I've got a bad leg now, but I used to be able to push things, pull things, carry
Yeah,
things from A to B. Now I use
great for that.
dollies and hand carts. Hmm.
I got my coffee on my Mr. Coffee heater.
Ooh.
Warms it up. Yeah.
Oh, that's so. I should get something like that. My
Burn
coffee's
my
always
hand
cold by
here.
the end of it. Very smart. Okay. Yeah. So you always have nice warm coffee.
Takes me a
Wow.
while to drink coffee sometimes. Just sip away at it, right?
Yep. Yep. I usually down it, just like a pre-workout or anything like that. I just woof it.
Stain my teeth.
Yeah. I was talking with my
That's the only
dad.
thing.
He had a guy he used to work with when he worked at the prison, and he would rinse with hydrogen peroxide every day. And my dad said he had the whitest teeth he's ever seen in the world,
That might ruin your
enamel or something.
enamel.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, I'd love to have white teeth, but at what cost?
Yeah. You don't have to, you're not going to be able to drink coffee. I mean, you go to the dentist and they're bright white for a couple of days. And it's like, you're drinking
Mm.
coffee and
Well, I think the trick
coffees are
is
pretty big. And I drink black coffee too, right?
black. Yeah, same. Yep.
That's even,
I
but
like my coffee like I like my women, dark for the most part. For the most part.
I can't say anything. My woman's got a red hair.
Oh,
Very,
yeah, yeah. For red hair. That's a hard mix. I don't think you can really do dark hair and red hair or dark skin and red hair. That would be you'd probably look like one of those troll dolls. You remember those?
I got a couple in my toy
Yeah.
factory over there. I should really have my chair over there so you can see my antique toy collection.
I remember your backdrop from before. You had a pretty cool nostalgia shelf.
Yeah, I would hang up. I had like little shelves right here, and I would
Yeah.
put like a rubber wrestler or a He-Man action figure.
I enjoyed that because you never knew what was there. It's always
I
like
got
something different.
I got the Ghostbusters car, Ecto 1,
Oh wow.
the big white car.
Yeah, yeah.
I got that in like 1989 or something like that for Christmas.
Wow.
Still got it.
And you still have it.
Still got it.
1989. Good Lord.
Probably older, actually. Well, there's a couple of action figures there that are even older.
That's impressive. That was before I was born, Mark.
I know.
You're like, I
I
know.
know.
Oh, so bodybuilding. What happened in 2023 that was really exciting for you? As we recap the year, Happy New Year's.
Well, I don't want to start at the most recent because it's most recent in my mind, but I
Mm,
believe if I was going to set it up, most excitement, I would start at the end. At this year's actually competitive season, which is
yeah.
for next year at the Prague Pro. The Prague Pro featured a lineup that was mind blowing. The competition was not reflective of the first of the season,
No, not at
not at
all.
all. It was we're seeing some Olympia caliber athletes. They're not afraid to compete. They're not afraid to place second, third. We had Nathan Diasha placing fourth.
Yeah.
But the big story was, of course, Rubiel Mosquera.
He he's gonna
That
be a
killer.
freak next year. Tomorrow, technically, is next year. He's
December 25th, really, if you think about it,
December was
was
that
that's actually the new year. Remember, I was telling you about the
oh yep,
sun.
yep.
So
The
that's why
winter solstice.
January is
I
the
Googled
changing
it
of the
and
calendar year.
I Googled it. It said that the winter solstice was the 21st this year.
So it's generally the 23rd and 4th are the same, the lowest, the two
Oh, okay.
lowest. And then the 25th is when it starts to come up.
Mm, okay. That makes sense. I believe you. Yeah. Rock Pro was wild because you had Arnold Classic champion, you had the last year's Prague Pro champion, which was Krizo, and then you had
And was
Rubiel
Samson
Mascara.
not the 2020 Prague Pro, 21 Prague Pro
Yeah, he
champion?
did win it. Yeah, a couple
So
years ago. So yeah,
we had the two last Prague Pro champions.
yeah. Which you never get to see that kind of
No,
rivalry.
no, no.
No one
Two
cares
of the
about
biggest
defending
names.
titles anymore. It's not. It's not a thing.
Yeah, we're starting to care about it.
I care about it. That's why I
It's
was so happy
when
when Tonio and Kareth wanted to defend the New York.
it's these unforgettable, like the Chicago Pro. We
Mm,
had Hunter. Hunter didn't compete the next year. It's okay. Then you had Akeem.
yep.
It's like,
Akeem did it.
okay, maybe did Akeem win it? No, Akeem won it after Hunter. And it's like the Chicago
Yeah.
Pro. No wonder we don't remember who won because every year they don't even come back to try to defend their title.
Yep.
And then the Chicago Pro the year after, I think it was Antoine
Antoine.
Vaillant.
Yep.
And as good as he is, I could say that there was a slight decline in your Chicago Pro champions. And then
Yep.
this year, as good as Justin is, definitely was not a brand namer
No,
winning the Chicago Pro.
not yet.
He needs his back needs to be up a little bit. I love these guys. They're great, but you can tell when they hit the
He
Olympia,
knows.
when they hit
That's
the
the
Olymp oh,
feedback he
yeah, no,
got.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
saying yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
These guys are smart. Now, did Blessing Awadibu know where he stood?
I
By the
think
way, he
deep
was
down he
jaw
knew.
jacking.
He just sold it in a different way. You
I think
can't
some of
talk
these
like you're a
people think
top
it's a
six
different
guy.
sport. I think these people somehow they think it's like a boxing match where they if they get enough energy at this one last point, they can knock the guy out. It's like bodybuilding's not like that. If
Yeah.
you do not do your homework, doesn't matter what you do.
Yep.
You look the way you look because of every week leading up into this.
Yep. The
So if you don't do
years
the work,
before and the work you put in, the
you can't
hours.
Marcus rule it and flex your hardest and win.
No. Yeah. We're still going to see those hamstrings, at least for Blessing. That poor, yeah. Him and man, the hamstring and glute department at last year's Olympia was super soft. I don't know if it was just
The
bad
22
lighting.
Olympia.
Yeah. Well, no, this last one, the 23.
Oh, this year's
Yeah, I thought most of the guys in the top 10
almost
were not
almost
very sharp, which makes me think if everyone was kind of off, was it the
I think
lighting? Was it the photography?
I think it's a combination of a lot of stuff, but Derek looked sharp.
Well, Derek has stupid shredded glutes. Like if we're judging Derek's conditioning by his glutes, then yes, he was the most shredded guy on stage.
Yeah, his hamstrings weren't super separated, but you could see it.
Yes.
You could see it even from the side. You could see this hard graininess. It looks like granite.
Yep. No, agreed. Yep.
No, Andrew Jack was a little off in that aspect. I
Yep.
think Hunter, I'd say
This was
Hunter
probably
was,
the
but you
best
know
hunter
what?
I've seen.
Yeah, to compare him with he's never super shredded
No. But
from
he
behind, so he was
he
on
looked
par.
pretty sharp.
I actually thought he was going to beat Andrew.
I looked at those photos and I honestly I mean I've been critical of Hunter and I mean I thought I was very impressed. After the fact, looking at the photos, he he came proper.
Jack seemed tired. He looked like
I've
he
seen
was
people
tired.
comment that like what I thought Andrew was going to take a break. I didn't realize he was kind of suffering a Justin.
Well, I mean, he only competed the once,
Right.
but
He's a brand new pro. He's only been a pro 2 years.
but it was like that day or that week. You know what I mean? Your body can go up and down, up and down. I think it
Yeah.
got caught on a down, and that's why nobody, not every year everybody's not going to nail it because you're on an up and down and up and down.
Yep.
Some days, yourself, you feel
Sure.
feel good.
And with peaking, I mean, you can't guarantee you're going to peak on the right day. Like we talked about in last episode. Sometimes people peak for finals. Sometimes people peak for prejudging. It's
Sometimes you just wake up feeling like crap, like Ronnie Coleman did
mm,
2001.
yep.
Couldn't get out of bed. You had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Drank a gallon of water. You're not supposed to drink water, I guess he wasn't drinking water, and
Well, a lot of people
he got he got so
dehydrate.
sick that they said, "Well, you have to drink this water just to get up and go out on stage."
Wow.
And if he won his eighth title, or he won enough title, if he hadn't have won there, he wouldn't have won his eighth title, even if he had came back.
Mm.
He came back the next year even worse, in my
Oh,
opinion.
really?
2002 was the worst Coleman.
Hmm. And that's because just
He competed at the Arnold Classic. No, that was '01. I
really.
think that's why
Did
he was
Ronnie
off
ever
in
win
the
any Arnold's?
yeah. He
Really?
was he was the first to win too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't looked at the Arnold list like that far back.
Now, did Dexter win the Arnold in '08?
He won something in '08. No, he
Yeah, he won a
won.
couple of shows. But
Yeah.
if
I
he
mean,
if he won the Arnold in '08, Dexter would be the second person to win both at the
yeah,
same year. Same year.
that's a big
Because
title.
Brandon Curry won too. Or
Yep. I
won
was gonna
both
say, yep.
same year.
Brandon. Yeah, he had a lot of hype that year. 2019.
2019, yeah.
Yep. And then 2020, I thought it was his better look because he was super shredded with the gold posing trunks, but I
But
think he
there
was
was
almost
more
too small.
there was more factors involved.
Well, it was him versus Rami. I mean, that's
And there
jeez.
was even Phil Heath, and there was no Phil Heath 2020 or 2019.
Yeah, yeah. I was so happy when Phil came back. Yeah,
But
and
just
he
just
placed what
the
fourth that year?
third.
Third? Yeah, third.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had
that
he got
was.
had he got fourth.
Oh,
Good job he didn't take his trophy off like he did at
well,
the Olympia.
wow. Yeah,
Did you see Dave Palumbo was on Desktop Bodybuilding's show?
I remember seeing it. I don't know if I watched it all the way through.
Kudos to Xavier. He asked the question. Everybody was, I
Hmm.
wouldn't ask him. I don't have the cojones, but he's like, so you said Hattie after he took his trophy off, you said they should suspend his ass.
Yeah.
He said it word for word. And I'm like, that's exactly what you said, Dave. And
Yep.
Dave's sitting there. I like Dave. I like Dave. But sometimes he calls people out on what they say sometimes. So it was Xavier calling him out.
Yep.
And it was too much saying that they should suspend his, that. And Dave's like, he puts his hand up. He's like, well, he should have said, yeah, I take it back. He should have said that because, yes, that's, you don't suspend somebody. What are you going to suspend him? He wouldn't be competing at the Arnold.
That
He didn't flip out.
yeah.
He didn't flip out. He did one pose, took it off, walked away.
Yep.
That's not worthy of suspension. That's a guy that just lost the Olympia title after being robbed so
Yep.
many times, quote unquote. But, he finally won it and then he lost it. Dave Palumbo doesn't understand what that is like. I don't understand. Nobody understands what that is like unless you won the Olympia
Mm.
title and lost it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't suspend him.
No.
I'd tell him not to do it again.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, I don't know what you would do in a situation like that because you're not going to
nothing too
suspend an
bad
Olympia
happened.
champion because it's
You know what might have
what
been
would a
happening
suspension even
too?
do? It'd do
Nothing.
nothing.
It would cost you the IFBB money
Right. It's
because
like,
there's
oh,
no
you're
Hattie
going to say
Schuster.
the top two competitor and a former Olympia champion can't compete at the next Olympia. Like you're just hurting yourself.
Flex Wheeler did the same thing.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh,
did
I
walk
remember
off
he.
stage and he took
Yeah, I
the
remember
title.
he
He,
was like
he
standing
took the
like this. He
trophy
was
off.
like, yeah,
He took it off and he went like that.
yep. I remember that. Yep.
Nathan Diasha, he's no,
Nathan Diasha. Yeah,
I'm the
when
first.
Regan
I'm
won,
number
he
one.
was
But
pretty.
these are emotions that unless you're up there
You'll
competing,
never understand.
yeah, like hockey. You ever played hockey?
I try. Not very good at skating.
We're like friends with these people.
Yep.
You want to kill that person and you want to fight with them. And
Mhm.
sometimes you will get into a fight out there, but after the hockey game's done, everybody's friends.
Yeah.
But unless it's like if you were just not knowing what hockey's like, what, they're letting them fight. It's like, yes, they have to, or they're going to take their stick and swing it against somebody if they don't get it out of their
Mm.
system. There has to be fighting in hockey.
Interesting.
It has to be. It's a part of it. It's always going to be a part of it.
Yeah. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, we don't really have that in bodybuilding. You're just on stage and
No,
you're
no,
flexing and smiling, and
they're in
if
no
you're lucky, you
condition
get
to
to
fight
do a little bit
anyway.
of an elbow bump to
Yeah, which
let off
is
some steam.
friendly. It's great. It's great. It's friendly.
Yeah.
Sometimes gets a little too heated, but like I said, they're in no shape to be fighting at that point in time.
No, I mean they're like dehydrated and shaking,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're
You're
probably
gonna,
dizzy, and
you
they're
know, a lot of people could beat them up at that point in time that
oh yeah,
normally they wouldn't be able to. I mean,
yeah,
these people are great athletes, but they're no shape to be fighting.
they're so depleted. I mean,
And nor would a MMA fighter the shape that they're in be in shape to do a bodybuilding competition.
yep, exactly.
Some of them look pretty ripped because they have to deplete to get to a certain weight level.
Yeah,
Then they
they
do
have,
the weigh-in, and then they eat
then they fill
because
up.
they're starving. They don't realize what they had just done is make their physique pop.
Hmm.
So a lot of those MMA fighters come fight night, they look jacked.
Yep, it's because they got all that sodium and all that nutrition back in their body.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. So the Prague Pro is exciting. What else? Moving forward.
Now, I'm literally going back
Yep.
to the show right before that, where a lot of people didn't really talk about the excitement of Horse MD.
Oh, what,
But of
Romania?
course, this is also a competitive event for next season. So is this really 2023 we're talking about right now? It's not.
Mm.
Rubiel, Horse MD, this is kind of for next season.
It's the 2024 season in
Yeah,
2023.
yeah. So if we take that out of the equation
Yep.
and we look, so what happened this year? Tonio at the Olympia, I think, was awesome. Was a
Huge
great
statement.
surprise. Hey, he was good at the New York,
Yeah. Amazing.
but the people that he beat at the Olympia was a far greater victory than
It
beating who did he beat? Ross
in New York, yeah.
Flanagan. Oh no,
That
Stu.
was he beat Stu
Stu
pro
and Ross.
debut.
No, Ross didn't compete until the Cali.
No, yeah. which
So
Tonio
Ross
didn't
wasn't at the
win.
New York.
Ross beat him then,
Yes,
and
but
then he
Tonio
was.
destroyed Ross. Everybody beat Ross because he dehydrated.
Yep. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was suffering by the end of that
The
bad boy.
moment got him. The moment got Shire.
Yeah.
The moment dwarfed them. You got to hand it to a guy like Nick Walker. He kind of goes in there and
Yeah. I mean, he said before, like, he just doesn't get stressed out when it comes to the Olympia. He's like, I'm just here. I'm
he's the
here to.
rooster. And I
Ooh.
told you guys about that before, like the rooster theory, and that's probably why Andrew Jack doesn't do good at these events.
Oh.
Literally, when you look around and you're the biggest guy in the room, all of a sudden, you can feel the veins popping. All of a sudden, you're a big dude. You're feeling good. And
Hmm.
if you're backstage at the Olympia and you're looking around, and I don't see anybody here bigger than me, you're going to be even bigger. And if you're smaller than this guy, you're going to
Mm.
feel small. So
Yep.
maybe Andrew Jack, it seems like the one when he wins, he's at his best.
Yep. And you can
But when he
see the
doesn't
confidence
win,
on stage.
he's noticeably not as good.
Yep.
So I think if he competes at this Arnold, it's going to be good practice for him going into events where he's not,
Where
you
he
know,
knows he's probably not going to win.
where
So,
he
like,
knows he's probably not going to
how
win.
can
I
you?
don't want to say that because these guys probably do think they're going to win, the mentality some of these birds have. But
Yep.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance he could probably place third,
Yeah. Third, fourth. Yeah.
fourth, third, fourth. I think he's going to beat Rubio.
Yeah. Rubio needs to bring a lot of detail for me to give him a favorable look, I think. Yeah, because you got Raphael, you've got Horse MD, you got oh
The
man, you
more you
got
get into you get into this pool, and it's deeper and deeper. You go
yeah.
into it,
And
you
then you
forget
got
about
people
the
you don't know what you're gonna find. You got James Hollingshead, he could
Hall.
be
I was just
amazing.
gonna say Hollingshead and Akeem, two great
Akeem could
big
be
studs.
crazy good.
They remind me of each other. Those two studs.
Mm.
Last chance for those guys.
Last chance, yeah. Before we take him out to the pasture.
Hey, go out to stud. That's great.
Yeah.
It
James,
could end up geldings by the end of it.
ooh, Geldings,
Oh,
get you right in the middle of a sip.
I think it's a horse, a gelding.
Is it? Oh, I don't know horses very well.
You were gonna
Yes.
do it.
Which one? Well, I was gonna do a loud one, but I was like, I probably shouldn't blast the microphone like that. People don't like it when I pop it. Hmm. Yeah. New York Pro was really impressive. Tonio did amazing there. Kareth did a great job in the 212.
Now, I hate to bring up controversies, baby please, but I think the Nathan Diasha Regan Grimes feud was pretty hot and heavy.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's I didn't think Regan beat him. I think it was strictly politics. They wanted to make sure Regan got qualified. And then well, here's the thing. And I was talking to with people, and I think at the last video, I was talking in the chat, and I might even do a video. If you have an athlete who is a known registered criminal and is unable to travel to the United States on drug charges, on drug distribution charges, as a promoter, do you want to let someone like that win your title and represent your show, knowing that they're not going to be? How many shows did Nathan Diasha win in the last few years that those Olympia qualifications were essentially wasted and no one's representing that company at the Olympia?
He won the Europa.
Yep.
He won the Arnold UK, the Yamamoto Pro, I think it was. He won a couple there.
Yeah, this France one or the Italy one. Yeah.
He just won the Olympia or the
Yep.
Italy, and then
Yeah.
he won the France.
Yeah. And, and I know,
Five.
I,
And
I, I know
I could be missing one. At
maybe
least five.
he's
At
won
least five.
11 and he's never been to the Olympia, right?
Oh, he's been to the Olympia a few times.
Oh, he has. Okay. Okay.
Oh yes. Oh
But
yes.
but
He's
since
placed top
COVID,
seven. I think
okay.
he's placed top seven.
Yeah.
Since 2018 was his last Olympia.
Okay.
18 was his last.
So here's my thought on all of it. Think about NASCAR. You think about someone, they've got the NASCAR jacket with all the patches of their sponsors and stuff. Bodybuilding, we don't have that. You don't have someone like Nathan or like Samson Dowda coming into the Olympia with an Arnold Classic patch and a Prague Pro patch. Like he's not
There's no
representing
room.
well, yeah, there is no room. They wear
Who
the
can afford it?
Nebia. They could do that, or maybe
They
they
used to put it
could,
on the back of boxers. You've
yeah,
seen that, haven't you? They'll
yeah.
they'll stamp big ads on the back of these
Oh,
boxers,
the
right
the
on their backs. They paint it on their
the paint
backs.
it. Yep, I've seen that
Yeah,
before.
it's like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Like, is the world that bad?
it was a weird casino thing. Yeah, I remember seeing
Yeah,
that.
strange.
I I just the whole thing about athletes not representing the shows that they win. I feel like it's just not. It's a missed opportunity, as well as people not defending the titles that they win. You don't see it very often. I think it's a huge opportunity for marketing and branding. You got someone like if Nick Walker came back and did the New York Pro, then you're like, you could try to get as many previous New York Pro champions to do that show, make the prize money good, make it exciting. And you could
Well,
do
that
that for
seems like
anything.
the Prague seems to be doing that,
The Prague is the
and
only one that's
hopefully,
really pushing like Krizo. Like he's a huge Prague Pro advocator. He's always wearing the merch. Like
and
who
who
else is doing
better
that?
than a previous champion to dethrone him, like Samson
Yeah.
Dauda,
I'll
the
push it even
previous U.S.
further.
champion.
I'll push it even further. How many pro shows are selling merch for their shows?
With
Go to the
the
Texas
name on
Pro
it,
and try buying a
Prague
t-shirt that says
Pro.
Texas Pro.
Yeah, you
Try
can't.
finding a shirt that says Chicago Pro.
And
I've
that's
looked.
ridiculous. My little old independent wrestling that we used to do, we'd sell
Yeah.
t-shirts.
Yep.
We'd sell merch and
There's nothing.
make more money off that than we would
Yep.
off the door prize or
Yep.
whatever you would get.
I could go right to the galvanized productions for Chicago and what Tampa. They do a bunch of shows. There's no merch. You can't buy any t-shirts. If I'm a bodybuilding commentator and I want to wear IFBB related merch, I can only wear what the IFBB sells, which the designs are not good. It's the same stuff that
Well,
Jay
you
Cutler
look at the
wore in
you look at the
2005.
production. Look at the production of the show.
Well,
How
there's that too.
can you expect the t-shirts to look good?
Just put the, I mean, whatever the
You got to keep
backdrop
it
was,
simple.
yeah,
That's
make
what
it simple.
bodybuilding should be. Keep it simple, but they won't. They try to put smoke rolling in there like it's some rock concert.
Yeah,
So this is where we need clear air to see these guys
yeah.
and not laser lights spinning around.
Now,
But
I will say Corey, the promoter of the Vancouver, he does shirts, he does swag.
really,
Um,
and that's funny because their lighting is always superb.
yep. And he knows it. I've told him every year.
No, nothing, no moving.
Yep.
I mean, the lights are one thing; they're bad enough, but it's the motion.
Yep. The screens with the things are moving and
Anything
flashing
moving.
and
Like,
just
I remember back in the day, you'd see somebody walking or something background. It's
mm,
like that would throw you off your game. It's like, who's that? What's that guy doing?
yep. Yep. But now it's intentional.
It should be treated as if golf, it's like an etiquette. Like when they're gonna hit the golf ball, people are quiet.
Yeah. Treat it like art, like it is.
And the bodybuilding, it should be you're visually, there should be all focus to
Yep.
the bodybuilders so
And
people can see this.
instead of the
And these
lasers.
guys, yeah, you can't tell how peeled Derek Lunsford really is on stage. You look better backstage.
Yep.
How is that? Because the lighting sucks.
Yep.
And if people don't get to see this, like imagine some new person to the sport seeing these pictures of how this guy looked like an ectoskeleton. You'd be
Mhm.
more apt to go see a show. It's like, oh, I
Right.
got to see this in real life.
Because the real life presentation is better because you get to
Yes.
see a better version. But now Instagram and pictures are better than what you see on stage. So, what's the point of going to shows anymore?
Oh, it's live. It's better.
Well, it is. I think it's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed every Olympia I've went to. I
I
would
think
say
the bigger
my
it gets, I think the more people will go.
yeah,
Like wrestling sucks now, but they get more people going to these WrestleManias than
yeah.
ever before. It's like because there's more people. There's more ads for it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's growing. It's just
It's growing.
it's a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And the Olympia is getting bigger. I think if they just keep it at Las Vegas, it would grow better, give people better opportunities to go. So you wouldn't have to plan. I mean, I don't want to go to Orlando. I didn't enjoy that at all. The convention center was in the middle of nothing. You couldn't walk to it. In Las Vegas, you've got 50 casinos you could park at, and you could just walk the
Desert.
strip to the Olympia. That's perfect. And it's like a whole environment. There's you just bump into just random people at the Olympia. You have to be really strategic if you want to bump into pros. And in Las Vegas, you just be getting a sandwich and you would see Hunter Labrada or something just like sitting there. It was wild.
Eating a sandwich, and there's Hunter Labrada.
Well, I mean, sorry, Hunter. But for
Isn't that the
real.
president's son's name? Hunter Biden?
Oh, that's Hunter Biden. Yeah, yeah. He might be there too. I don't know.
It seems like all hunters have like they're like a nepotism. Hunter
Mm,
Biden, Hunter Labrada, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He wasn't that way, but he went and married the boss's daughter, so now Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
yep.
It's a
Mm,
hunter thing, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know any hunters.
Just the three.
Yeah. Huh. We got a few more minutes, Mark. What else was really exciting? What was your big takeaways from the 2023 season?
Oh, well, Andrew Jacked at the Texas was good.
Yep.
It
That
was
was a statement.
it was also what we're talking about now. It gets into that he's a two-time champion now,
Yep. So is he going to
Andrew
defend
Jack.
Texas for a third?
And is he
I'd like,
not competing at the Arnold UK?
is he on the list?
I thought so. I thought
Yeah.
the whole bunch of them were.
Yeah.
But no, did he who won the Arnold UK last year? He won it the year before.
Who did win it last year?
Andrew Jack won it the year before, did he not?
Yeah. I think Hunter, yeah, I think Andrew won it last year. Or did Samson win it last year?
No, Sampson never won the year. I don't think there
No.
was an Arnold UK
No.
because
I
there
don't know.
was an Arnold Brazil. Beirut Tabani won it.
Yep. Yeah. And then Raphael won something in Brazil. Muscle
Brandao
contest
did.
Brazil.
I don't think he competed.
Not
I
last
thought
year.
that was the year before. Yeah,
Yeah.
2022.
It all blurs together.
I think Beirut placed third at that event,
Mm.
at one of those events. I think. Maybe that was the Romania that
Yeah,
Raphael won.
Romania, yep. Yeah, he dropped.
And
Huh.
there's another one that,
Romania was
him
a good
him
show.
he did awesome at the against Samson.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, he
again,
held his own.
that's for next year, I guess.
Yeah. I would
But yeah,
say,
Andrew Jack did good. Hunter Labrada looked good at the Tampa.
yeah. It was only like seven people in that lineup, though. Really disappointing.
Hmm. Hmm. John
Yep. John De La Rosa looked
Della
good.
Rosa.
Yep.
And he's gonna look good at the Arnold too. There's
Hmm.
another name.
He looked
There's another
he was
name.
at New York too. He placed I think he placed second
Was it New
behind
York?
Tonio. Yeah. That was his comeback.
Oh, he didn't. I thought Stu placed second.
Oh, maybe John was third then.
Was he even at the New York?
I thought he was. Or was it last year? 2 years ago? I can't remember. I know John De La Rosa, he did a comeback because he didn't compete in a few years.
Yeah, and I thought it was.
It's so
I forget.
hard. Yeah. I think casual fans don't understand how many shows we've seen at this point.
Well, he competed somewhere, and he placed third, and then second, and then third. The Tampa against
Did
Hunter.
he do Vancouver or something?
No, that was what's his name, Stan DeLongo.
Yep. Stanimal. That guy had a great season. Shout out to
Yes,
Stanimal.
yes, Stan DeLongo.
He made
This
statements.
upcoming year, he's going to be a player for sure.
Yeah. He looks pretty solid in the offseason right now.
Yeah,
If I have to think about what really grabbed my attention in 2023, I would say,
Caravaggio looked good at the New York. We never really touched
yep.
on that.
Oh
And
yeah, I mentioned it in
Tonio looked
passing,
great.
but yeah, they
Yeah,
both
no,
looked really good.
we've mentioned that in the past. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he looked great, and he took fourth at the Olympia. He's climbing. As upset as I was,
yeah,
I gotta back up and look at it, and it's like, okay, well, he still placed fourth,
fourth in the world. Yep. So now
and a
all he needs to
debatable
beat
fourth is
is
better than debatable the other way.
yeah.
More people are saying he should have placed third than I don't hear anybody saying he should have placed fifth.
No, no.
Oh,
Well, I'm happy he finally beat Ahmad Ashkanani. I think that guy's kind of on the way out. Just
Kareth had the best midsection
yep.
in 212, and that's
Mm,
a bold statement. He had the best midsection.
that is a bold statement. Better
Look
than
at
the
the
champ.
pictures.
I'll have to look at the pictures.
I love
That's a
Kareth,
good
or
comparison.
I love
Keon.
Keon when he pulls that vacuum. Maybe not, but look at the
Mm,
rest of the shots. Look at the abs and thigh. Look at Kareth flexing the abs and the most muscular. Look at all those shots. Take a look at his abs.
that's a good video. Best midsection in the 212.
There was one guy there, a smaller guy. He had a pretty tight set of abs, but he was nowhere in the Kareth's league.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think Kareth and this one other guy, I forget his name, they had the best abs in 212.
Mm. I'll have to revisit that. Yeah. It when you're at the Olympia, it's just such a whirlwind. Everything's happening so fast. And man, I've had this Cassandra Gillis is on my other screen. We're doing like a butt workout. She's been doing it for the last like hour. So it's just like doing, and then at the end of the deadlift, she like just starts like jiggling her butt. So every like 60 seconds, I just see a jiggly butt on my screen. Oh man. Um,
I think I've seen that exact same one.
yep. Yep. With the black camo leggings. Yep.
It's not a very well lit video, I think.
No, no.
They're dark.
Hmm. Okay, so I'll do that comparison. That'll be a good one. I enjoy doing comparisons because it's not a lot of production value and I just get to talk.
You guys should. I always say you guys
You
should do
do,
comparisons
and
because
normally the views are good. So I wonder why I
and
stay
even
away.
if they're not, they will get views
Right.
as
Yeah,
they
because
will
like a title
continuously,
best
and that's
best
why,
back, it's very searchable.
hey, that one has more potential to grow than say the news videos. I like news videos are great for picking up new fans,
Yep.
and they're perfect for you're not going to run out of ideas for
Yep.
videos. You can just do news videos,
Mhm.
but to toss in the odd comparison is always a good idea. And
Yep.
I love history videos too. Like, I mean, I
I'd have
love
to put a lot
those.
of
I
work
like
into
watching
those.
them. They take I put one on. I'm working on one right now.
Ooh, okay.
Well, not a history video, but I got pretty good response for my best arms video.
Yeah.
Just the arms, because it's a
Mm,
different type of take on it. Because you're not looking at the physique.
yeah. Just the
What
arms.
What about best torso heap?
Mm. Like
Just
with
the
the chest
torso
and the
heap.
lat spread and
Just the torso heap. Take the arms, delts off. Take
oh.
the hips from hips down. No glutes, no hamstrings, no quads. Just the torso heap. So you'll do the torso heap in the front double, the torso heap in the back double, so your back included.
Huh. That'd be a good video.
You got 42 seconds to
I
wrap
was gonna
this up,
say, yeah,
then
we're
boy.
running out of time. Uh, Mark, thanks for joining again. I think it's like the 15th episode, so we're racking them up.
Happy
Uh,
New Year.
Happy New Year's, everyone. How can the fans support you? Instagram, Sunny War Cloud,
Instagram, YouTube,
and YouTube at Mark's Max Muscle.
watch my videos.
Watch his
Watch Sanchez's
videos,
video.
subscribe, comment. Make sure you vote on all of his polls so he knows what you, the fans, want to watch.
Yes. Vote
Yes,
on polls. You
agreed.
like polls, don't you?
Have your voice heard.